I died for you. I put my love upon you, and I died for you. I did the right thing. And so as we come to this, I just think it's so important that the opposition is entirely on us. And while we're in opposition, notice what happens. For when we were enemies, we were reconciled. Incredible. This whole thing of being reconciled is a unique term. The word reconciled means to exchange one thing for another. The one term, it's often used for a money changer. So we were reconciled to God. In other words, if you had 2 dimes and a nickel and I had a quarter, and you say, what? Well, let's change the money. So you give me this and I give you that, and we're considered square. And this is what God does. He does an exchange. He takes us who are enemies and he says, now you're reconciled. And God says, that's square. We're even. That's we just did the exchange and we're both good. And I'm like, how does that work with you, Lord? And then you understand how his love gets larger. It's like, how can you set a love on me who's an enemy and say, no, now you're reconciled. I've literally made this exchange. I've taken your sin, I put it on my son. His righteousness now has been imparted onto you, and you're right with me. And so as we look at this, I love this passage because it says, if when we're enemies, we were reconciled to God through the death of his son. It was through the cross, through his blood, that we are now reconciled, that we are basically, it's made the exchange there on the cross. He takes our sin nature, he gives us the God nature. Through that God nature, we receive the Holy Spirit. And so through the death of his son, much more having been reconciled, we shall be saved by his life. We shall be saved by his life.